Welcome to the Tea Drop, where the brew is strong and there's lots to talk about. Alright, y'all. It's been 15 months. 15 months, Jay White has been gone from AEW television. And in one night at Forbidden Door this year in San Jose, the same city where he lost his New Japan Pro Wrestling career, he walked back through the door and flipped the entire Bullet Club narrative on its head. So as always, strap in because we are going to talk about it. Alright, so let's build on this. Here's what went down. Cope and Christian Cage, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, were defending their championship against the Dogs. That's David Finlay and Clark Connors. And let me tell you something. That match was pretty good. It was average, but it was good. Entertaining nonetheless. The Dogs were in control. Finlay hit Cage with a shillelagh while the referee was down. The ref was out cold near the end of that match, and Finlay got the title in reach. And then the lights go out. When those lights came back on, you see Juice Robinson, Ace Austin, Colton Gunn, and Austin Gunn, the Bang Bang Gang, are standing at the top of the entrance ramp, and out of nowhere, Jay White is in the ring. Behind David Finlay, Blade Runner, done. Cope hits the spear, 1, 2, 3, Cope and Christian retain. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. This wasn't Jay White's coming back to befriend Cope and Christian. Not at all. Few things can be possible when it comes to this. He helped them retain, but the moment he handed them those belts, the vibe was off. White and Christian exchanged words. It wasn't gratitude at all. It's just them doing business together. And that's it. Jay White came for one person and one person only, and that's David Finlay. Now, when it comes to the injury timeline, let me ask you something. Do you remember how long 15 months actually is in wrestling? Because if not, I can go over it. Let's go through the timeline, shall we? March 29th of 2025, Jay White wrestles Kevin Knight on Collision. That's where his hand breaks. Then on April 5th, 2025, is the last time anyone sees Jay White on AEW television. He cuts a promo about being injured, getting pulled from the Owen Hart tournament. Kevin Knight takes his spot. Then the reports start coming in. The hand injury was worse than anyone thought, and on top of that, shoulder injury as well. Damn, unlucky man. Then in January 2026, he shows up at New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom, but he is not confirmed to be cleared. Reports confirmed it, and he was still not ready. And then, June 2026, Tony Khan, on the post-show media scrum for Forbidden Door, confirms it. Jay White actually just officially got cleared this week. So this was something we were hoping he was gonna get cleared, and he has just been physically cleared. End quote. This week, not last month, not 3 months ago, this week. They were hoping, aiming, working towards Forbidden Door, and it came through at the wire. Now, where in the world does a guy go from cleared 5 days ago to stealing the show at a pay-per-view? That's Switchblade for you. A little Bullet Club history. This is where the story gets deep. You cannot understand what happened at Forbidden Door without understanding what happened at San Jose 3 years ago. Same city, same building, February 18, 2023. Which was Battle in the Valley. And as White is trying to say goodbye, trying to leave with whatever dignity he has left, David Finlay attacks him from behind. He blindsides him, takes the mic, says White had the company by the balls and let it all slip away. Says he was jealous of what Jay had. And just like that, Finlay takes over the Bullet Club. He becomes the 5th leader of the new era. Now here's my take on this. David Finlay didn't just take the Bullet Club from Jay White. He took over the identity. He rebranded it, as you saw. The War Dogs, the shillelaghs, the aggression, everything White built, Finlay flipped it and made it his own. And now, 3 years later, both men are in AEW now. Finlay's running with the Dogs, White's running with the Bang Bang Gang, and the bill just came due. Tony Khan put it perfectly in the media scrum. And I quote, "I thought Forbidden Door was the perfect place for him to make his return, given how he arrived here in the first place, and given the way he was exited from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and that David Finlay arrived into AEW. It just tied everything together perfectly. Same city, same building. The man who got run out of New Japan Pro Wrestling in San Jose walks back through the door in San Jose and takes out the man who replaced him. If that's not poetry in motion, I don't know what the hell is at this point." So where does this go though? Here's what, for the most part, we can see through history what it can tell us. Jay White just came back and immediately reestablished himself as the upper card player. He got a decisive visual win over David Finlay on a pay-per-view. He's got 3 ready-made programs. One option it could be single feud with David Finlay. The personal history is already there. 3 years of unfinished business. Or we can go another way. Bang Bang Gang versus the Dog Faction. Have a faction warfare match. Tony Khan literally said there has been a lot of friction between these 2 groups. So you know that may be something happening towards All In. Tensions with Christian Cage. White handed them the belts, but that exchange afterwards, that's a future potential seed to a future potential program. We'll see what happens. And let's not forget, as I said before, AEW All In, London, August 30th, Wembley Stadium. That's the next major pay-per-view on the calendar. A singles match between Jay White and David Finlay on that stage, that writes itself. Now, with the bigger picture, here's what I want you all to understand. Cope and Christian won those titles from FTR at Double or Nothing. Their first title defense was against the Dogs, and they nearly lost. If Jay White doesn't walk through that door, David Finlay and Clark Connors are your new AEW World Tag Team Champions. Let that sink in. The Dogs were that close. Finlay had it. The shillelagh connected, the referee was down, and the only thing standing between David Finlay holding AEW gold and going home empty-handed was a man he kicked out of the Bullet Club 3 years ago. Now, the IWC is already buzzing about the Bang Bang Gang versus the Dogs as a Collision exclusive feud, and I guess I'm here for it. Maybe I'll get more views on the channel. Who knows? That might be the kind of program that can carry a show for months and help it. Now, at the end of the day, Jay White came back at the perfect time, in the perfect place against, at this point, the most perfect opponent he can go against right now. 15 months of rehab, a broken hand, shoulder surgery, and the man walks through the Forbidden Door and immediately reminds everyone why he's Switchblade. The Bullet Club story isn't over yet, it's just getting started again. So as always, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Jay White versus Dave Finlay should happen at All In London, or should they build it on Collision first? And what about the tension with Christian? Is that a program you want to see in the future? Let me know in the comments, and as always, if the tea hit right, hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.